How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? How are you doing? Right? We have few minutes to the news today. We have just few minutes to the news. Today there is high impact news, which I'm going to look at in a moment. Okay, there is high impact news today, and let's see how that. Already we are seeing the effect in the market already, right? We are seeing the effect of that high impact news in the market already. Am I live? I think so. I should be live. I should be live. Alright, kindly confirm if I'm loud and audible at the moment. Please do confirm if I'm audible. By the way, let's share this live stream so that others who care to can equally join as well. So yeah, I'm currently holding a position on gold for futures on my account, on my funded account. I'm currently holding a long position on that, and I will explain to you just a moment. All right. Okay, so a few things I'm looking at. First and foremost, let's see, if we can spend the next 1 hour, 1 hour 30 minutes together, that will go a long way, right? Alright guys, so here on the Forex Factory you can see that there are high impact news today, and this is coming up in the next few minutes. Okay, so this is coming up in the next few minutes, and we need to be by 2:30. Alright, in the next 20 minutes or so this should be happening already, and we're already seeing the impact of this in the market, right? We're already seeing the impact of this in the market, and I want to share with you briefly why what I'm looking at, right? First and foremost, this is the setup I shared with you a few days ago, right? This is the setup we're looking at a few days ago. We had this resistance here, and I'm still looking at this on the 4 hours time frame. This 4 hours candle still need to break above that level, right? The 4 hours candle still needs to break above that level, which is what happened. We went up to that level of 5,120 years, and then dropped down. So the 4 hours candle that will close in the next 1 hour 40 something minutes is still running, right? It's still running, so we don't need to be in a haste at the moment to for the long-term buy that we're looking at, because once we break above this level of 5,120 to 125, then our next target will be 5,400 to 5,000 to even that previous high here, right? This previous all-time high of 5,600. So that's what I'm looking at for gold. But at the moment, I'm holding a long trade on gold with a 50x leverage. Okay, at the moment, I'm holding a long trade on gold with a 50x leverage. If I move down to my 1 hour time frame, let me just share with you why I took that trade. I think I should close with what is happening right now, maybe until after the news, and then re-enter the trade, right? What I can do is to close that trade and re-enter the trade after the news, because market is dropping back down. Okay, I think those areas of order blocks and fair value gap are on the 30 minutes and 15 minutes, right? Those areas of order blocks and fair value gap I was looking at is 30 minutes and 15 minutes. So let's see how it goes. Just give me a moment, guys. Let me start adjusting some things here. Well, let me quickly secure the little profit I have on gold, and then set a new limit order for that trade. Okay, currently we are up by 10% on gold. But quickly, before I even close that trade, let me just share with you what I'm looking at before the news comes out finally, right? Yeah, this is what I was looking at. I'm currently on the 15 minutes time frame. So we had this other block here with this fair value gap, and that is exactly what this candle did. Okay, there are two other blocks I was looking at. There's a fair value gap here with this other block, there's a fair value gap here with this other block, and this candle smashed all of those levels, right? So this particular candle here smashed all of those levels, and I think at the moment we are good to go. So I just want to see what price action would do here on gold if we are going to be bouncing up, or maybe from here we're moving down. I just want to see what happens, right? But all of this, if I'm going to buy gold maybe to 5,200, 5,300 and above, then it means that gold will need to break out of this high here, which is that $5,120 level, right? That gold will need to break out of that high, which is that $5,120 level. Until the news comes that I still see a buy for gold. There's a possibility that gold would actually, go up from here. Maybe another thing we can imagine is this news could actually push gold down here before it start moving back up again. So what I'll be looking at is, instead of construing this particular order block, take that out. All right, we mitigated the two areas. We'll take that out. We'll take that out and see what happens next. All right, we'll take that out and see what happens next. All right, just give me a moment, guys. I'm coming. Delete. And let's keep an eye on this level of $5,060. All right, $5,060 is the level we'll keep an eye on, and we'll see how it goes. $5,060 should be the area we should be focused on. Let's focus on that $5,060 level, guys. Okay. All right, guys, so give me a moment. I'm coming. There are a few things that I need to fix right here. My audio is not working as it should, as it ought to. Okay. All right, so for gold, let's get this rolling. So I'm going to be setting limit order using a 0.02 lot size. All right, so now we are using this area here, this zone, as resistance, right? This area of $5,085, we are using it as resistance, and that is what you're seeing right here played out. But right here, I'm going to keep an eye on this area where gold, consolidated for a while, right? So keep an eye on this level, guys. As long as we hold above this $5,045, we are good to go, right? As long as we hold above that $5,045, we are good to go. So if we are looking for a long trade, it should be from this level in case we bounce from there. So let's look at $5,055 down to that level of $5,045. So maybe with your stop loss at $5,040, let me quickly give that setup right here. $5,040 as your stop loss, right? And we could be targeting this high up there, right? We can be targeting that high up there, but let's see how this will play out. Let's see how this will play out. We just keep an eye on this and see what happens, all right? And see what happens if we'll be able to get a good entry from here going up, all right? If we're going to be getting a good entry from there going up. So let's see what happens from here. Let me check. I think currently I'm on the 1 minute time frame, right? Yes, I'm on the 1 minute time frame. So $5,055. I can go ahead and set a limit for that. Let's start with 5,050 and then do a 0.02 and see what happens right here. Okay, so if you do, let's say 5,055 and we do a 0.02 lot size and then stop loss to be at 50, that's 50.40. Okay, $30. That's a fair one. We can target 5,120, right? We're looking at almost a 1 to 4 risk to reward ratio right there. Okay, yeah, so that's what I'm looking at. Start buying from that zone, and we can now stack another one at, let's say, 50, 53. All right, 0.02. Okay, then we do I think that should be enough at the moment. That should be enough. That's what I'm doing for gold, right? And then I'm going to set a limit order to add to my position the 50x leverage trade. I'm going to set a trade to add to that position on my features account, right? The features account is the one I use specifically for my funded account, for my 200k funded account, right? Those of you who don't know already, I'm currently trading a funded account, a 200k funded account with HyroTrader. The link is in the video description, or you can check out my bio for that. And we're on a target to go to at least 30k, though at the moment we have some drawdowns. We are about 5 to 6% drawdown, no, 4% drawdown or so. Yeah, we're about 4% drawdown, but we'll see 4 to 5% drawdown. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. But if gold plays that with this setup I'm giving right now, if gold plays that, so I'll just be adding to my position because I'm still within the limit of the amount of money I want to risk. So we'll just add to the position and see what we can achieve. By the way, you can let me know in the comment section if there's any token you want me to look at. And I'll be looking for Ethereum and BTC. I'll share those setup with you. Ethereum, I'm still shorting until maybe Ethereum goes below $2,000, maybe $1,500, $1,200. At that level, we can start buying Ethereum to the upside. But this is what I'm looking at for gold. Okay, this is what I'm looking at for gold. I just set limit order of about 3 trades. So let's see if it triggers. If that plays out fine, we can continue to follow this to the upside and see what happens from here. All right, but for Ethereum, let me share with you what I'm looking at. I'm still bearish on some of these crypto pairs. All right, so let me show you this from the weekly time frame. Let me show you from the weekly time frame and see what happens right here. Okay, so previously the low I was looking at, Ethereum has taken that on the weekly, right? We wanted to see if this will bounce from here. Ethereum has taken that out, and we want that level now to now serve as a resistance, right? To now serve as a resistance, and we can be looking for trades from there. So we'll say this level here was previously our support level. As you can see, the whole of this area, it was a support here, market bounce from there, right? It was a support here, market bounce from there. You can see support, it became resistance, okay, support and the rest. So we want to see that level right here serve as a resistance. And to see clearer, we'll go down to a lower time frame. Let's start with the daily and see the way the candles are closing below that level. Guys, you can see clearly here that that area there that we mapped out is being used as our support, okay, our resistance rather, preventing the market to go further so we can go to lower. As long as market remains below this level, guys, as long as market remains below this level, I'm selling Ethereum. And if Ethereum gets down to maybe anywhere I will be looking for a long trade will be from 1,200. Let me see, okay, anywhere around this 1,300 level or thereabout, that's where I'll be looking for a long trade on it. But at the moment, I'm still very much bearish. If Ethereum gets down to 1,300, 1,200, that would be a good area to start looking for a short. So for my short trade, for a new entry, I'll just wait for Ethereum to pull back up. All right, I'll wait for Ethereum to pull back up and we'll see what happens from there. Okay, a few minutes to go, guys. Let's see if market will push and wipe all of the trades both up and down, and we'll start taking it from there to the upside. All right, okay, so currently you can see here, even on the 1 hour time frame, that we have this support level. Okay, on the 1 hour time frame we have this resistance rather on it, right? We have this resistance on it, and as long as we come test that level again, we could actually be looking for a short trade. That's the area I've been eyeing for a short trade to hold till maybe we get to 1,007, 1,500 and below. All right, 1,200, 1,300, and then we can start selling from there. We can start buying, looking for buys from there. There's a possibility that Ethereum will go down as low as that. But if you are going to be scalping, guys, you can be scalping both ways. If you see opportunity to take a trade to the upside, do. If you see opportunity to take a trade to the downside, do. All right, if you are going to be scalping, you can look at trades from both directions. You can look at trades from both directions and take advantage of that. All right, okay, so gold did not come back down to that level. You can see we had this engulfing candle on the 1 minute time frame, and then market started firing off from there. By the way, I'm on a short trade on GBP USD. As you can see right there, I'm on a short trade on GBP USD. And quickly, let me share with you what I was looking at. I think GBP USD. Okay, so right here is what I was looking at. Let me quickly zoom out this. For GBP USD, okay, this fair value gap right here with this order block is where we came validated. That's why I had that that trade. And what I want to see is market coming down to take out the liquidity either here or here before it continues to go up, right? That is why I'm holding a short trade on this. And the analysis we did on Monday, the top down analysis we did on Monday on USD JPY, okay, USD JPY, that the trade is equally running. That one is running already in profit, so keep an eye on it. And let me just show you. All right, let the chart load up and let me share that with you for USD JPY. This is what we're looking at, and that trade, as you can see, has already triggered. Okay, we missed the short trade. The short trade, it was just few pips to our entering, but market dumped massively, and that would have been a very good trade, right? This dump here would have been a very good trade, but at the moment, this is where we are. This trade triggers, but for those who want to wait for break of structure and the rest, maybe if we break out 154, come back for a retest, you could actually start looking for entries from those level to the upside as well, right? So those are the few pairs that I'm looking at. But right now, guys, our focus is on gold. We want to see how gold plays out during this news period. If we are going to go above 5,100, then we could be taking trades to the upside. I believe the effect of the news is what we saw happened already, where gold has to fire up to 5,120, and then eventually a drawback, right? A drawback. So what I'm looking at is that in the next 4 hours, all right, in the next 1 hour plus or thereabout, in the next 1 hour plus, we should see a candle, or this 4 hours candle, close above this zone, right? If we do, then we want to use that level to become our support. Our support now is serving as a resistance. We want to see it becomes a support, and we can start taking trades from there to the upside, with that hope that gold will hit a new all-time high or go back to that previous high, and so on, right? So while the news comes out, as we wait for the news to materialize, if we get a swing down there, maybe even $5,060, I'm going to be either do a market order entry, and we'll see how it plays out, right? We can do either a market order entry and see how it plays out. So be active, guys. Let's see how it goes. Smash that like button for me if you are joining, and do let me know in the comment section any of the tokens that you want me to look at for you. In the comment section, if there is any token you want me to look at, just let me know in the comment section, and I'll go ahead and look at that for you guys. Okay, I'll go ahead and look at it for you. So let's see what happened next. Gold is currently at $5,087. $5,087. Let's see what happened from here. $587. And I feel that buying gold here would be an ideal, right? Should we FOMO into this market right now? Okay, let me know in the comment section. Should we FOMO into this market right now, or we should wait for that entry to play out? Should we FOMO into this market right now, or wait for gold entry to play out? All right, the leverage, the 50x leverage trade is still holding up strong. Yeah, we're moving. We're currently up by 20%. So let's see how it goes. Now, when you trade gold with lot sizes, you see, you talk about volatility, okay? But with the crypto leverage trading even with the 50x leverage, you don't get that kind of volatility that will just take you out of the market immediately. right? You don't get that kind of volatility that will take you out of the market immediately. Okay, so let's see what happened. All right, so what did the news say? What did this say? What did this say? This one came lower than expected. All right, the forecast is about 1.5. It came lower than expected. No. All right, this is this 3 we're waiting for. Okay, we still have few seconds to go. And gold looks as if it's going to spike down a bit. How I wish it can actually spike down and then take this our limit. Look at that, guys. All right, so the news effect is what is happening right now. Before I even finish talking, gold has already spiked down, and all of these orders we have here should be in already. All right, yeah, so we are in already. 2 of our orders triggered. Okay, gold is still selling off massively, guys. If you don't have stop loss, okay, that actually took us out there. Right, what did the news say? Let me see. Still pending. Let me refresh this page. What did the news say, guys? Oh god, what's going on with this thing? All right, GBP going very well. The sell trade on GBP is actually going very well. We're using this to hold some of this gold trade that is selling off massive. What is going on? Wow, guys. That is the effect of news. Just hold on. All right, hold on. I told us if this 4-hour candle refused to close above that our level, then there is need for gold to sell off massively. Right? Okay, yeah, I think the outcome of this is let's see. If actual is greater than forecast, is good for currency. I believe gold will still buy up. Okay, gold will still buy. This is greater, right? This is greater, so it is actually favoring the currency right now. That's why gold is dumping massively, guys. All right, the market is in favor of the dollar, right? Market is favoring the dollar right now. That's why gold is dumping massively, but I believe it will still buy up immediately, right? Gold will still buy up, right? Gold will still buy up, but we just need to wait and see what happens. Okay, the outcome of everything here is in favor of the dollar. You can see this came out higher than expected. I think it's even almost double than what was last month, and then this came out by 1 point higher than expected. So that's why you see this massive dump in the market at the moment. All right, that's why you see this massive dump in the market at the moment. So be very careful, guys, in the market. Be very, very careful, because what is happening right now will take you out. So let's go back to that at 4 hours time frame, and then we can conclude that with the 1 hour. So yeah, so my leverage is, I'm out of that leveraged position. Yeah, this is what the 4 hours. Guys, let's do 1 hour and see a possible area market could bounce from here. What is the possible level market could bounce from here? Okay, all of the gaps they are filled, right? So right here, even if you take this resistance, this support level right here, if you take this support, this is where market has been holding up since the past few days. All right, we could actually start looking at this next support around this area of 5,000, anywhere around, as long as gold doesn't go below $5,000, except if we are coming to fill this 30 minutes order block. Remember I talked about this order block few days ago during the live stream, right? I talked about this 30 minutes order block, and that order block is still very much valuable. Okay, it's still very much valuable, which has not been filled yet. So let's see what happens if gold is likely to come fill that order block there. Right, let's see what happens if gold is likely to come fill that order block right there, and we'll see what happens from there. Okay, so yeah, this is 1 minute. 1 minute is looking good at the moment. Gold is recovering back. Okay, yeah, gold is recovering back. Let's start putting TP here. Let me see if I can get 30 bucks from this, and then maybe 20 ish from the next, and then 20 from this as well. All right, let's see how that plays out. GBP USD will leave that to, okay, yeah, 30. The first one already closed. Not yet. All right, $30 is what I'm looking for this particular trade here, and then for this other one I'm looking for $20 from each of them. Let's see if that will play out. So $30 will mean we go to 5,057, and then this one will be 5,059, 5,063. Let's see if any of that will be able to give us that, you know, chickeny change, and we'll see what happens from there, guys. All right, yeah, so $5,050, $5,050 is what I'm looking for. $5,050, or should we just close this right here before it takes out the profit it has given us? Okay, let's use this other remaining two and see what happens there. Let me go down to the 15 minutes time frame and see what's happening right here. Okay, so the data that came out, right, came out better and is in favor of the dollar, right? For instance, if we go to this, you'll see it says here that actual greater than forecast is good for currency. So as long as it's good for currency, definitely gold will not, at the moment, gold will not be a safe haven, right? As long as it is good for currency, gold will not be a safe haven. All right, assuming it came out lower than expected, that is when gold becomes a safe haven, and then market would have been just firing up and giving us profit in giving us profit. Then those long trades would have played out very well. Okay, but at the moment, let's just see how everything turns out. 1 minute is looking good because market is immediately engaging, trying to push back up to that $5,080 level. Right, on the 1 minute time frame, we are still holding just strongly above that level. Let's see what will happen from here going forward. I have the next 1 hour or thereabout to spend in this market, and I want to see what happens. Right, but at the moment, if you are not in any trade, if you are not entering any trade, just hold on, be calm, be stable, be steady, be calm, and let's see what happens. Don't rush into any trade yet. Okay, just give this news, the outbreak of this news, let's say the next 1 hour. Anything from now till around 4 p.m. or 4:30 p.m. you can get a clear direction of what where you should be taking trades to in the market. All right, if you don't have the capital to risk in this market, don't go and try it, so that you don't get to start losing money unnecessarily. All right, okay, so let me check. Yeah, don't rush into any trade yet, because let's just see how this 15 minutes this 5 minutes plays out. Right, let's see how the 5 minutes plays out, and we can start looking for trades around those area. Okay, let me see if any of this closed. Right, so we can secure our capital from this remaining one position. The other position, okay, currently, yeah, we're just exiting to save our capital. Right, just exiting the market to save our capital is better, but I'll look for a clearer entry as we continue to. Okay, I think the next one too should be in profit. Currently moving in our favor. Okay, currently moving in our favor. GBP USD, let's just be on the safe side. Let me see what GBP USD is doing right now. Okay, GBP USD, if we look at it, let's see 1 hour, what do we have here? Is there a possibility that will continue to go down? Okay, yeah, we're just few pips to our full TP, right? Few pips to our full TP, and market is bouncing up already. Few pips to our full TP, and market is bouncing up already. Should we hold? We should close. I could actually take partials here, right? I could take partials by closing now and then moving my stop loss, and I should target. Okay, I see why this didn't close, right? 136, and then we went down to 136.0 point something. So we move our TP, full TP, to 1.359. okay, 1.3594. so let's say our full TP will be 1.3594, and then our stop loss will now be, our entry was 137, so we can now say 1.368 or maybe 367 or so. All right, so we have secured that trade already. So what it means is we are risking part of the trade, or maybe we'll just re-enter a short trade on this. All right, we'll just re-enter a short trade on GBP USD. 15 minutes. We'll just re-enter a short trade on GBP USD. Okay, I'm going to look for new entries for GBP USD, so let's quickly close that and see what happens right here. And then for gold, yeah, gold is, if we have not closed those trades, it would have been moving up well, but it's better we close it to be on the safe side, right? What I'm looking at right now is what will play out in the next 1 hour. All right, how market will play out in the next 1 hour. So I'll be looking for new entries in the next 1 hour. We'll see how it plays out, right? So right here, I want to see gold hold this level right here, which is the area where it want to start consolidating. Very good. So gold is really, yeah. So as long as this zone here holds, we are good to go. Anything, as long as we hold above $5,000, we are good to go. There's a possibility that we could actually start moving gold higher, right? There's a possibility that gold can start moving higher from here. So guys, just hold on. We need the 1 hour candle to close. Let me check to this. The 4 hours candle is closing in the next 1 hour plus, right? Our 4 hours candle will close in the next 1 hour 18 minutes, but the 1 hour candle is closing in the next 18 minutes, and then we wait for the next 1 hour to be able to get a clear direction. But I'm going to be looking at that $5,012 for a possible buy to the upside, or we could actually wait for gold to come clear this 30 minutes order block right here. Okay, we could actually wait for gold to come clear that 30 minutes order block. Whichever way, we are on the chart, we'll watch and see what will play out, and then we'll follow it accordingly. Right, we'll watch and see what plays out, and we'll follow it accordingly. So let me quickly check. Okay, yeah, that's GBP USD. I'm going to still short back this market anyways. If we get to 136.8, 1.368, 369, we're still going to be looking for a short trade from that area. And with this, I believe that USD JPY did very well. Should be, if this dumped massively, means USD JPY would have, let's see, USD JPY. Let's see, yeah, it did. Okay, it has to pump to around that zone of 154, and then it came back down again to our entry, and it's currently back in profit, right? I still feel that this will still go this trade will play out. It's just a matter of time, right? USD JPY will play out. So even if you set limit order to re-enter that trade at 153.2, I believe that will still play out. All right, why this will still sell off massively. GBP USD will still sell off massively, that's I am sure of. Okay, the next level I'm looking at is 1.359. Let's see how that will play. 1.359, or even the empty order block down here. Okay, the empty order block or fair value gap around that 1.355. So let's just see how this plays out anyways. Let's just see. GBP USD still have a lot of spaces there to fill, right? It still has a lot of spaces there to fill, but we'll see how it plays out. Let me go to USD JPY. Let's quickly look at what we can achieve with USD JPY at the moment. So go to my favorite, my USD JPY trade, which, look at that, guys, look at that. So we can still get a good entry from here to the upside. We can still get a good entry from here to the upside. So I'll just set a limit order at 153.2, okay, with a 0.1 lot size, and our TP for this will be 158. Our stop loss there will be 151, 151.959. Okay, 151.59959. Let's see if we can get a good scalp trade and take a trade from there to the upside. All right. Okay, I'm not looking, it may not I may not wait for it to hit that full TP, but I'm just showing you the way I scalp this market, guys. Let's see what happened. Then go back to gold. Wow, gold is holding up strong, guys. Gold is still holding up very strong. I was quick to exit all those scalp trades, but it's fine. Gold is still holding up very strong, still pushing up. Yeah, gold is still holding up very strong. I think gold is stronger to the upside. All right, gold is stronger to the upside. Okay, yeah, we have failed to close below that trend line, so this our level here. Okay, we'll still be looking for buy trades around this level of $5,055, right? $5,055, $5,054 will still be an ideal. 5,055, 5,054 will still be a good area to enter a trade. So let me quickly see what I can achieve right here with gold. Favorite gold. Let me see. This okay, we're still holding the, what's it called, silver is still holding up above $84. I thought it would have dropped. Silver is still holding up above $85. Silver is still holding above $85, but I thought it would have dropped. Silver is one of those tokens, but I fear silver compared to gold. Silver is even more volatile than gold, right? Silver is more volatile than gold. Silver is more volatile than gold. All right, this, what is happening in the market is just a temporary stuff, guys. What is happening in the market right now is just a temporary stuff. Irrespective of what the news says, what is happening in the market right now is just a temporary stuff. So for my leverage trade, still going to, as I said earlier, I was looking at $5,000 to add to my position and see how it plays out. But it has been going up back and forth. Okay, give me a moment, guys. Any comment? If there is anything you want me to look at, let it leave it on the comment section, and I'll go ahead and look at that trade for you. All right, so my 50x leverage trade is still running. If it was some other volatile pairs in the crypto space, then that would have taken you out long time ago. That's one thing I love about gold, trading gold using futures or leverage on the exchange, on exchanges like Bybit, right? Is far better. Is far better, guys. It's far better. So it's not as if it's going to liquidate you anytime soon. Right? It's not going to liquidate you anytime soon, right? So let's see what we have here. 500, and all right, so $5,055 for gold, $5,055 for gold, $5,055. If you have entered a trade there, that would have triggered, and I think let's do that again. 50, 55, do 0.02. Take advantage of the volatility, right? It will trigger, move up, and you take profit immediately, right? Triggers, move up, you take profit immediately. Triggers, it moves up, you take profit immediately. You don't need to go start wasting your time on this. That's one thing about some of these pairs. If The volatility is what you are taking advantage of. It gives you the opportunity to, make it, take your own share of the national cake and exit. Take your own share of the national cake and exit. You don't need to come and sleep here for like ever, right? You don't need to come and stay here for like ever. So, as NFP, which causes the market to gold to drop the way it is, came out at 130k as against 66, which was the the forecast, which was the, and that makes currency strong. Okay, that makes the currency very, very, very strong. So the US dollar is stronger. That is why gold is selling off massively. Okay, the US dollar is stronger. That is why gold is selling off massively. All right, if you look at this thing on the 1 minute time frame, you get a clearer picture that gold, look at that. Okay, yeah, so that's what I'm looking at. If we touch that level again, maybe I will just add some position at 5,000. Let's do 550, 53, do that same 0.02. All right, 50, 53, do that 0.02. Do another one at 50, 50, 50, 50, another 0.02. All right, so let's just have, maybe we'll do 50, 50, 40, 7, 0.02. all right, and then we can use 50, 40 or 35 as stop loss. If it is not too much for you, you can use 0.01 lot size. You can use 0.01 lot size to be on the safe side on these trades. Use 0.01 lot size to be on the safe side on these trades, and let's see what happens from here, guys. Let's see how this will play out, and our target will be anything around 50.84 up to that 55,000. That is $5,084 up to $5,112, even up to $5,120 until the next 1 hour, right? Until the next 1 hour. So if we go back, that our 4 hours time candle we are looking at, our 4 hours candle, yeah, this closes, so we still have about 1 hour 8 minutes to go. 1 hour 8 minutes to go. So I just need to see how that closes. Maybe we could be looking to sell from those areas down. So I want to see if market will push back up to 5,121, 20. Yeah, so this is what I'm looking at. If market can push, this is on the 30 minutes, right? So we need to pay attention to this particular order block right here on the 30 minutes time frame, right? We have this little fair value gap right here. So if market can push back up to that level, from there we could actually be looking to sell, as long as the 4 hours candle fails to close above this 5,125 or thereabout or higher. As long as we fail to close above that level, then anything around this area we could be looking for a sell. Let's see 15 minutes if we can get a clearer picture. So even on the 15 minutes time frame, right, even on the 15 minutes time frame, you can see clearer there. You can see clearer there, though there's no fair value gap left on the 15 minutes time frame, but on the 30 minutes you can see that there was a little fair value gap around there that needs to be filled. Okay, so that's what I'm actually hoping, that we push back off from this level up there. And remember, we are still holding above this my trend line, right? We are still holding. You see that trend line has been serving as a support all this while, and that is where we are, except we have a candle that closes below that level. Then we could actually say, okay, that is no longer working, but we are still holding above that trend line, which is why I am looking for a long trade from this area, right? The fact that we are still holding above that trend line is why I'm looking for a long trade, and I'll be targeting that level up there, 5,100 plus. Okay, 5,100 plus. You can do 5,035, $5,037 as your stop loss, but buy from the whole of this area, and we'll see how that plays out. Okay, so the limit order is set, except we want to do market order. None of those limit orders are triggered, except we want to do market order, which is equally possible. Possible if I decide to do market order right there. It is actually possible. Okay, I can stack some trades there and see how it goes. Right, targeting 5,100. 5,100 is our target. Well, let's just see how it goes. I'll leave the limit order to keep running, and we'll see how it goes. There's no need to rush and jump into this stuff. We'll just give it time to play out, and we'll see what happens from here. I believe gold will buy. Right, gold will still buy up to that level. We equally have this area of 588 as well. 588, 5100 plus. 588, 5100 plus. Those are the levels I'm looking at for areas to, if we get a sign to scalp to the downside, we could actually be taking those zones there as well. All right, we could be taking those zones as well. So if you decide to enter a buy trade with market order, then you should be in profit at the moment. But yeah, I'll just wait for my limit order to trigger and see what happens. And remember, guys, okay, the overall candlestick I'm looking at is the 4 hours. Okay, yeah, this 4 hours candle, because this, our level here is a very strong resistance. Our level here is a very strong resistance. All right, so I want to see this 4 hours candle as grabbing liquidity here, and then there is a possibility that we could sell. This other block you see here is from the 30 minutes time frame, so there's a possibility that we could sell from here and go down to that 30 minutes time frame. Right, we'll sell, go down to that 30 minutes time frame, 30 minutes time frame order block. Actually, that other block there is on the 30 minutes, so we could be seeing market dropping from that, dropping down to that level before it start going back up. Right, but before that happens, there's a possibility that will push back up, right, maybe to 5,100 before we start selling off. 5,100 before we start selling off. So that's why we're using the lower time frame to gauge all of these levels that we want to start looking for entries from. Okay, so keep an eye on the 15 minutes and see how this plays out. Maybe we could move up a bit and then start selling off. Move up a bit and start selling off, and then the Asians will now come and start buying back the market in the middle of the night. Right, and start buying back the market. There's that possibility of this market breaking above that level is there. Right, Asians could actually wake up in the night and start buying back this market, and you wake up and see the market at gold at 5,200, 5,300, and it goes on that way. All right, so let me know where you're joining from. Let me know where you're joining the live stream from, and let me know where you're joining the live stream from, guys. Let me know where you're joining the live stream from. So gold, can you come back down and take this our trace? Let's see what we can achieve here before we call it a day. Okay, let's see what we can achieve before we call it a day. So we still have all right, we have 1 more hour to go. 1 more hour to go for our candlestick to close. 1 more hour to go for our candlestick to close. 1 more hour to go for our candlestick to close. Will I be able to wait until that 1 hour? The live stream, it means that we're going to close this our live stream by 4 p.m. It means we should be talking about closing our live stream by 4 p.m. Okay, it means we should be talking about closing this live stream by 4 p.m. Can we do that? Can we do that, guys? Can we do that? Can we do that, guys? Yeah, let me know in the comment section. Let me know in the comment section what you want us to do. Hit that like button, guys. Hit that like button, and for those of you who are interested in trading a pro firm account, quickly on that. All right, quickly on that. Let me see, my 50x leverage trade is back in profit. Yeah, so gold, BTC, And Ethereum, yes, we're back in profit. Okay, so our TP should be at that 5,100 plus $5,107. That's what we're looking at. Okay, $5,107. Let's see if that will play out. So for those of you who are interested in trading a ProFirm account, you can go check out check out the video description, check out HyroTrader's link on my bio, and you can use that to go get a funded account, right? You can get a funded account, and the best part is this is integrated into Bybit. So the exchange is integrated into Bybit, right? So you get access to trade all of the pairs that are available on Bybit. You get access to trade all of the pairs that are available on Bybit. And strictly, HyroTrader is a crypto ProFirm platform. It is a crypto ProFirm platform. It means they fund you to trade crypto. So if you know how to trade and you don't have the capital to trade, or you have the capital but it's too small, let's say you have $100, you have $200, you have $300, you have $500, you have $1,000, $2,000. Instead of risking that capital, what happened? You use it to buy a bigger capital, right? You use it to buy a bigger capital. And I'll give you an instance. If you are going to buy a 200k account just like me, which will cost you about $1,000, all right? If $1,000 was your capital and you were trading with 1,000, it means that if you want to follow the general rule, it means that you'll be risking between 1 to 3% of that capital per trade, which will be around $10 to $30. But if you use this to get a 200k account, you now have $10 to $20,000 max drawdown, okay, from daily drawdown of 5% to max drawdown of 10% to play with. So it means you can now risk higher, you can now stake higher, and then make higher profit, right? And the best part is, if you buy this, you pass the evaluation phase and you get funded a live account, all right? Once you get funded a live account, as you are requesting for payout, this your capital is returned back. So ProFirm platform are for those who know how to trade, not those who want to learn how to trade. It is for those who know how to trade but they don't have the capital, or they are looking for big capital to start trading. Then go and check out HyroTrader and you will definitely enjoy it. And once again, it is a platform that funds only crypto traders. Okay, it funds crypto traders. It is not for forex. So when I say I'm trading gold, I'm trading gold using leverage, not using lot sizes. All right, Bybit gives you that opportunity to trade both with lot size and with leverage. So I'm trading gold using leverage, and then other pairs I'm trading are BTC, Ethereum, and some other like BNB that are not too volatile. These are some of the pairs that I trade very often. So go check it out, and go check out HyroTrader. The link will be in the video description or in my bio. Get a funded account. And if you need help, you can send me a message on Telegram. If you are not on Telegram already, use the link in the video description to join us, or the link in my bio. Join us on Telegram and we'll be able to help you, from passing the evaluation to getting funded. All right, from passing the evaluation to getting funded. So go check it out, and let's see how it goes. All right, still holding up for this particular trade. Let's see if it is going to take our entry, then we can take it off from there. All right, if that trade is going to take our entry, then we can take it off from there. And let's see how it goes, guys. Make sure you are entering the trades with stop losses. Don't just enter random trades because you will get stuck. Okay, make sure you are entering the trades with stop losses. All right, with that being said, I'll be calling it a day here, guys. I will update you on the remaining on Telegram, so make sure you join us on Telegram if you are not there already. Thank you so much for being a part of this live stream today. I hope you gain value from it. I'll see you guys